All right. Gobble gobble. Hello, and welcome to... I got the gain up enough? Gain up enough. There it is. I think the gain has to be up enough. Up. Gain, up. There it is. All right, I have a little bit of reverb. Okay. Now here's... Okay, I think I finally have, after 900... I think I finally have... Got to get the proper come into the video. Chunk. I think I finally have my Optigrab headset thing right. I think I finally have the proper volume. I have the gain cranked, and I have the diaphragm. Whatever the hell the thing is that... I think I have everything... I think I now have everything in the proper setup. So I think everyone can hear me now. I have the gain properly set up. Let me turn this down a little bit. So, happy Thanksgiving. We're going to do... I'm going to get a vocoder. I am. Hello. Hello? This is the Thanksgiving song. I'm making it up off the top of my head. I did think about the chorus for a minute. So here we go. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. That's ridiculous. All right, we won't do gobble, gobble. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. I know everyone's probably sitting around or wherever they are. They're at families or wherever, and then at some point they're going to make their way to YouTube. You know, family's great and stuff. After a while, sometimes you're like, I think I'm just going to go off and either maybe watch a Buddy Rich solo or maybe see how if I can watch like all the rocket tests from the late 50s, early 60s blown up. That's really cool stuff. World's biggest explosions. But anyway, if you make your way, I'm going to turn the... You know, the reason why I have the reverb up a little bit on my voice, it seems to pick up... It seems to give a little extra juice to the volume of it, too. So, all right. So here I am, still preparing. Sorry about all the P's and piffs, and Paul Penelope went parading by the Puccinelli. All right, so here we are, again at the kit, preparing for the November 25th, which is this coming Sunday, Thanksgiving weekend, Kashmir gig at St. Jude Benefit, Arcata Theater, St. Charles, Illinois. I'll be playing there with Frank and the Kashmir guys. So, I'm getting ready. Okay, I got to make sure everything's sort of up to snuff. Remember, if you don't want to get caught with your pants down when a certain fill or something comes up in a Zeppelin tune in front of 500 or 600 people, especially if you're some sort of self-appointed bottom guru like myself. Like, hey, everybody, I'm Bonzoleum. Let me mess all this stuff up. It's pretty high stress, man. I'm not kidding. So happy Thanksgiving. Right now, I'm sure everyone's like sneaking off the computer like, hey, isn't it? I love Thanksgiving. You know, God, I wish I just had YouTube back in the day when at Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? Oh my God, you can watch old NFL films. Isn't it great watching old NFL films? Like, it's 16 millimeter, and it's just like, you know, September 23rd, 1985. You know what I mean? It's like, and they show it. And there's so many of those NFL films. Oh, see what I say? Rocket blow-ups, NFL films, Buddy Rich things. At some point, you know, I'm just going to appeal to Jimmy Page. I'm going to say, Jimmy Page, we drop the suggestion. Forget about all the studio tricks he used to do and what preamps he used and microphones. Just forget it. We'll settle for, and it'll probably be a good deal because he probably doesn't want to do that because he just want to give away the Zeppelin mystique. But, hang on. What we would like is where's all John at Bottom's gear now? All the gongs, all the gong stands, where all the sticks left over, all the cases, what happened to all the amber kits, the green sparkle kits. We know about the thermoglass kit, which the article should hopefully be coming out soon. Where did the stainless steel kit? Did it go to a Canadian collector? Was in fact Bottom going to get a 24, 13, 16, 18 in black sparkle from Ludwig for the 1980 tour? All these things, all the symbols, all the cases, will settle just for a whole, give us a huge thick book on Bottom and his gear, and then all the video and film outtakes you have of him playing anywhere, even if it's disjointed. Okay, even if it's like 8 seconds of him playing at Madison Square Garden from this camera angle, Earl's Court from this camera angle, just give us people would pay cash money, and I would help you put it all together, free of charge. And a quarter to his. All right, so here we are, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. This snare is not happening. Hang on. We need a little bit of, it needs a little bit of, Let's try this. It's there. Somebody said yesterday it did almost sound like the Jamaica. Ow. All right. So, what was I going to say, though? Oh, yeah, so Thanksgiving, we're watching NFL films, we're watching rockets blow up, we're watching buildings get destructed. It's always fun sometimes watching those Russian videos of, like, people driving all crazy. The thing that always amazes me about all those Russian videos that come in people's dashboards, apparently they have insurance fraud a lot, so people always have a camera there in case somebody stops really close in front of them so they can prove that the person was a scam. You ever notice how when you're in those things and you see somebody pull way in the distance out in front of a car, yet the camera point of view, the car racing toward it doesn't seem to stop or anything? You can almost hear the Russian person saying, like, look at this guy, as he accelerates toward it and smashes into it. What's that all about? All right, so preparing for the Zeppelin gig. This way I think I can play and you can hear me simultaneously. Let me turn down the overhead a little. So what I do is what I started to say in the other video is I'll warm up doing a few of these, okay? So I'll give you like the rock and roll thing. I'm just playing backbeats here. I'm not giving you eighth notes with the left. So I'll just be like, ready? Here's volume, hang on. Get ready on your toggle. I don't want to blow everybody out. So maybe wind your headphones from it. So here we go. I'll do this for a little while. So I'll be doing, so just trying right now to pay attention, not to pull my right hand out. And then what I'll do is I'll stop, and I'll just real fast go into the, as if it would be in the song. Because what happens is, I don't know how the hell Bonham did it. He was the Bonzolator, he was the Bonzotronic, the Bonzo machine. But after playing, especially rock and roll, man, and it's funny, it's like, lonely time. It's like, and then, you know, when you're doing a Zeppelin cover gig or a tribute gig, you know everybody knows what's coming, right? That's right, let's see if the Joker behind the drum set can pull this fill off properly, right? Oh, and isn't he the guy that has that frickin' channel on YouTube? Let's see. Let's scrutinize, you know what I mean? So you're like, it's like the, remember the old Tom and Jerry cartoons? My favorite Tom and Jerry's were the ones, even though I love Tom and Jerry proper, was where Tom and Jerry weren't in them. So they were like, there was like, kind of like droopy maybe, although that might have been Woody Woodpecker, but they'd be like sort of off. Not Tom and Jerry, but they're like the dog, like I said, like the bear that's like, quiet, quiet, shut up, and the dog catches all the stuff to use the dog that's supposed to keep it quiet for the bear, that type of thing. Where was I going with this? Oh, but in the Tom and Jerry, well, it is a Tom and Jerry proper, where Tom, the cat, realizes that the white mouse that he has in his hand at that particular moment is, in fact, the white, well, no, it's not the white mouse. Jerry's dressing up in flour as a white mouse that might explode. And Tom hears it on the radio, and then he ages 70 years. My point is sometimes at the end it's like, lonely, 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 lonely time. And I can tell you, you know, there's some times in some of these gigs that you've done or that I've done where you slightly, like right off the bat, it's like, well, right now, remember, I'm playing that intro. That's not like the studio one, like the... What I'm doing is I'm kind of adding the extra stuff. Because he kind of does that live, but where you mess it up right off the bat. So you're like, lonely, 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 and you're like, right there, and then you're like, all right, well, not only now do I have to finish the as best as I can, but I also have 2.5 hours of show and play in front of these people. It's crazy. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Ow. Ow. Ouch. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to make more videos on stuff soon. And that type of thing. So I'm just going to then, let me just play a song out. Okay, we're going to bring this right out. I'm going to get a vocoder. Wouldn't it be great if I could be like, well, I have ideas for a product that I think could rake in the cash. In my case, it would be to compose a song simultaneously while I play the drums, keep the drum performance I did, then either use my voice via a vocoder or something, and other instruments put over the top of the drum track I just did. Okay, so Thanksgiving rules. I always never understood cranberry sauce. It seems to clash with everything else on the table. Huh. Oh, maybe not though. Although it has to be the stuff that's jellied. I like the stuff that you like slice. It comes out of the can. It's in the shape of the can. Kind of like a Jell-O versus that like slurry of brain matter that otherwise comes out of the can. All right. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Hang on, I make it try pretty. We gotta make it pretty. Hey, Thanksgiving. We love you. Oh, yes, we do. Ha. A-E-I-O-U. Ha. Oh, yes, we do. Love.